What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be giving you guys the best Striker 9 SMG class in Modern Warfare 3. We are still in Season 3 Reloaded, but of course we've got Season 4 just around the corner, and this class has been doing super well. It's absolutely crazy. Like, I've literally just tested it now, and I think I've seen and taken some suggestions and advice from other YouTubers, just kind of playing around with mixes of other people's classes and just putting it together to make my own. And I've seen that some of these attachments have been used for months, and it's still really good. And I'm not really too surprised, considering this gun isn't super focused on in terms of metas. It's actually one of the best SMGs in the game out of all of the base weapons. So before any DLCs were added to the game, the Striker 9 was the best SMG in the game, and it seems that they're putting more focus on patching all of these other broken meta SMGs like the HMR9 and all the other ones that have been dropping recently. But this one is actually insanely good, and I have noticed that these attachments are not only going to give you absolutely mitigated recoil, it's going to give you super high accuracy, it's going to give you really high damage output at medium to close range, and it's even going to perform somewhat to long range as well. It's also going to be super quick to move around with, sprint to fire and ADS are very quick, and it has plenty of ammo. So it is all around just a really good gun to use. And also, aside from just attachments, the actual overall class that I'm going to give you, which includes the vest, the gloves, the boots, the gear, all that sort of stuff, is also going to be super good for this weapon, because unlike when the game came out and this gun was the best to use and we didn't really have also that much choice for like vests, now we actually have a lot more choice for vests and other equipment when this gun happens to not be, you know, the meta anymore. So I think this also, in tuned with the class that I'm using, has made it even more insanely good, because I'm actually on this class going to allow you to be extremely hidden from UAVs, equipment, whatever it may be. So you're also going to be able to play like an assassin with this gun. So it's absolutely insane. So with that little breakdown out of the way and everything you need to know about this SMG, let's just get to the class setup. Okay guys, so here we are on the class setup area. As you can see, Striker 9 is right there for the primary. I'm then running the GS Magna Modern Warfare 2 Deagle actually as a secondary, because I felt that, you know, why not? It's quite nice actually seeing the Interstellar and then the Orion camo near each other. You can just see the contrast of both Galaxy camos. Anyway, so yeah, then I've got Assassin vest on. Now, this is what I was on about. This vest was not in the game when the game came out and everyone was using the Striker 9, but now, whilst everyone else is using the HMR9 and all these other so-called meta guns that are actually getting heavily nerfed, this gun is actually super good, and we're running a newer vest. So this vest here is the Assassin vest. Now, a lot of people probably might not have this. If you do not have this vest, don't worry about it. Just go and grind for it in the meantime, and I would say maybe stick on just the infantry vest like you would usually do, because either way, you can still take the effects of the Ghost TV camo, but you just won't have all the other extra effects that this vest can give you. So you could just run infantry vest in the meantime. That's going to give you fast attack, sprint, and all that sort of stuff anyway. But the Assassin vest is so good for this class, because honestly, look at this. It's going to give you immunity to UAVs and enemy radar effects, and that also includes whilst you're stationary, which you don't actually get that much effect from Ghost TV, because Ghost TV camo only actually makes you hidden from UAVs and stuff like that whilst you're on the move, but if you're stood still, you do appear again, whilst this makes you completely hidden to absolutely everything, including UAVs, even whilst you're stood still. And as you can see right here, it says duplicate effects are that if you equip this with the Ghost TV camo like I've done down there, it actually gains the effects of hijacked if strobe. And if you don't know, the hijacked if strobe is actually this piece of gear there. So that one's going to make you undetectable by AI targeting systems and thermal optics, and it does not highlight in enemy tactical cameras or recon drones. So you're literally completely and utterly hidden to every form of enemy tactical piece, equipment, UAV, scope, whatever it may be, which is absolutely awesome. And that's why I've got that paired on the gear with this vest. And then running for gloves, just the commando gloves, which is going to allow me to reload while sprinting and improves sprint to fire time, because sprint to fire is actually kind of just a little bit affected, just a bit, by some of these attachments. So this is going to help just make that a little bit more smoother. And I've also got, of course, boots, which are running sneakers to increase attack sprint duration and reduce the refresh time for tactical sprints. So that's going to improve it as well, the sprint to fire time whilst using tactical sprints. So all around, this is going to give us just better mobility, all that good stuff. I'm just running a stim as well and a Semtex as our tactical and lethal. But let's get to the attachments. So as you can see, we are here on the actual attachments. Now, the very first attachment that I'm running is the Jack BFB. Now, I am very much aware that this is an aftermarket part and not everyone will have this unlocked, and that is completely fine, but I would absolutely advise that you go for this muzzle. This thing is insanely good. This is what gives this gun most of its recoil suppression and gives it most of its general accuracy regarding its gun kick and all that good stuff. So if you don't have this, definitely put this onto your challenge selections and start grinding for it. But I've looked into this a little bit, and for anyone who hasn't got this aftermarket part unlocked, a very good way of compensating for that is actually you can use this other type of muzzle down here. It's the Bruin Cubic Comp. This thing actually apparently worked as a great replacement for that aftermarket part muzzle if you don't have it. So if you don't have it, just put on the Bruin Cubic Comp. That will also do a great job of controlling vertical, horizontal, and gun kick control. But that's exactly why I've got the Jack BFB on, because it absolutely insanely improves all areas of recoil and the overall gun kick control whilst firing this weapon. So that is so important for this weapon. And then the next attachment I'm running is, of course, the barrel. For this one, I'm running the Striker Elite Long Barrel. This is going to give you further bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control. You get what I mean? You need all that good stuff on an SMG sometimes, because as well as you want to be able to hit people hard up close, you don't want to also be in a situation where you're playing on a slightly more medium scale map and someone's obviously further away and your gun starts to fail at those longer ranges. So that's going to really pick up the range on your SMG. And then, of course, I'm also running the underbarrel. Now, the underbarrel that I'm running, you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't think of using underbarrels on SMGs, and they probably don't even think of using one of the more handily type ones instead of these grips. But this one is absolutely awesome, because this one here, the Chimera Ryan 03 vertical grip, is super good at also giving you further vertical recoil, which is exactly why I've put it on the gun. And so yeah, please do use that, because it's going to give you super great aiming stability just in general. And then the next attachment we are running is the magazine. Of course, we are running the 50 round drum. This is going to give us the most ammo possible on this gun, and it's just going to mean you don't have to reload as quickly as if you were to use the other magazines. And finally, we are running the stock. For the stock, I am running the Lockman BR400 heavy brace stock. This is going to improve your movement and your sprinting speed. We obviously, could go out of our way and be like, oh, let's put on another attachment that prioritizes recoil, but it's already got enough recoil prioritization on this class. If you start adding all these other ones on like these, you can see they're taking significant hits to sprint to fire and movement speed. So this is going to help improve that, and we don't want to take any hits to the hip fire and tactical stance spread. We don't want to take any effects to any of that. Let's just not bother with that. So this here is going to have the least cons, and it's also going to improve your movement and sprint speed. So that is the class we are running today for the Striker 9. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop your boy a like. It helps a lot. It lets me know that you enjoy the video, makes me happy, and it makes the algorithm happy, pushes it to more people. Also, drop a comment, let me know what you think of the Striker 9, what you think of this build, and be sure to check out all the links down below in the description. It's much appreciated. But other than that, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye guys.